Right, what have we got on today? Today's task is a bit simpler this time, something a bit milder to do. I've got some new drop links to replace on the anti-roll bar at the rear, and I'm going to attempt to do the rear anti-roll bar bushes as well. And the nuts on those, or the bolts on those, are a little bit corroded, so I've been avoiding them a bit and kind of trying to work out how to get the bolts off without doing any shearing or any kind of damage to anything. So that's going to be my task. Just suffering a little bit from the same old problem of it being a bit rusty under here. So if we turn round and look, right, so a lot of work has gone on this side. We've had a new upper arm and some brake pipes put in, so the upper brake pipe's been done. Yeah, you can see the new mounts at the back for the upper arm, all nice and shiny. And then we've got this lower arm that we did. I videoed the other side, but here is the other lower arm in place. And what we've got to try and get to is in here. We've got some lovely rusty nuts, or rusty bolts. That old problem. So this all looks quite old and worn out and worn. And then I didn't replace the drop links when I did the arm, which are under here, because I didn't have them. So I've now got some new drop links, and I'm going to try and replace those. That should be relatively straightforward. Just got to get to this slightly more awkward nut at the back here, which is hiding under there. And will it focus? Can I get it to focus? There we go, under here. So that's the one at the back. So they were quite difficult to take off last time. I'm hoping this time it's all going to be a bit simpler. And the other thing I've got is down here, when I had to grind off the nuts on the other side, I replaced these with a sort of temporary, so I've got a hex. I've actually bought some stainless steel washers and longer bolts to pop in there, so hopefully we can do that as well. Just get that out of the way so that everything's going to be nice and renewed and hopefully a little bit easier to take off. Yeah. The other thing that I am slightly concerned about, which I can't focus in on very well, is these upper brake lines, which look a little bit worse. Where's the camera? The upper brake lines, which are looking a little bit worse wear. I've obviously watched a few guys replacing those, and you've got to drop the exhaust out to do that. I'm a little bit concerned that these might fail on the MOT. They're quite corroded. Seems to be that there's a point in there where it's on the bracket where it gets corroded. It's hard to see, and with a big fat smartphone it's hard to also see. Can you get focus on that? With a big fat smartphone it's hard to focus in on there, but you can see that's quite corroded to me. I'm sure the other side is not going to be any better. So, and they run down here under to the middle of the car, and you can basically buy some pipe and replace that. So that might be on the cards. I'm not sure. I've got the MOT next week, so I'll be finding out whether that fails. So for now I want to focus on the bushings that can be replaced here and the drop links, and then it just means that the whole rear suspension has been generally renewed and will last for a good chunk of time. Right, start simple. This is the random this is the random thing I put on here just to keep this secure for the time being. I'm going to switch this out for a nice stainless steel washer and a new little bolt. Right, so I bought stainless steel washer and a bolt. I'm just going to put those on there, bit more copper slip, and hopefully get everything to sit nicely. Trying to find the hole again. nice and tight, replaced, and that won't go rusty now because that's got stainless steel on it. Then we're going to have to work on these drop link bolts. There's one here and there's one hidden behind at the top, so they go up the back. So you can just about see the back, can't you, of the other side of it. See if we can get the camera in there a bit better. It'll be difficult to film the top one. So this one should be easy because I took it off and put a new bolt in it last time when I did the rear suspension. So it has been torqued up, so it's quite tight. Oh, there you go. The joy of talking things up. Should come off easily though because it's got some copper slip on it, and I just thought I'm gonna make it as easy to get off this time, just so I didn't have to mess around. I might just leave that on there like that so that the other one's got a bit of resistance to movement. After being very slow and a lot of thinking, this is where we got to get to in here. I was having trouble on most angles, and I realised that you can get a spanner, so these are flexible head ratchet spanners, through this gap, carefully obviously on the rubber boot, and then I suppose if I really wanted to be clever, I could take off the caliper and just, you know, put it out the way on top, just to give me some extra access, and that would take the brake pipe out of the way. So I might well do that just to give me a bit more access, and then you can get through, if you can even focus on it. Make it focus. You can get through that gap to the bolt, which is around here, and then I've got enough room then to get the other ratchet on the end here to hold it steady when we're trying to ratchet it off. So that started turning straight away, so yeah, but the bolt's freed up, so okay. I think this is going to be hard. Well, I'm going to get some WD-40 to spray on there, so it's going to be hard without any lubrication to get that off, I reckon, because the other side was. Right, we got it. So that was from behind, coming in behind, and actually the nut on the back wasn't as hard to get off as the one on the front, so I suspect it doesn't get as much road crud being flung up into it, but so that was good, so it wasn't as hard to get off. So that one's off. We're just going to pull the bottom one off, and then we're going to have our drop link. Using this short breaker bar as well really helped. So I've got it's a short breaker bar, and then I could just wedge it up the back so that it stopped everything moving around. There we have it. With the bottom one out, the top one comes out quite easily. So like most of the other things that are coming out that I'm replacing, it's just old. These are probably original ones, or they've been replaced once before, not under my ownership, but it's just old. So old stuff. And so with the new one, it should be nice and straightforward just to get that in and bolt it up. Find the hole. Top one in. It's hard to see. And they're a bit smoother than new ones, so they're nice and they're easier to position. I'm going to reuse the bolt on the bottom, or the nut rather. New one for the top. Got no resistance on this because it's just the thread's new, so it's just going straight on without any fuss. Now I don't think I'm going to get torque wrench on that, so I will get my double spanner and just tighten it up as a bit tightness. I don't think they're not incredibly tight, so I don't think it's going to matter that much. So about 85 foot-pounds, I think. Just get the spanner in the correct position. So just going to do it up nice and tight. So it feels about 85. There you go, that's not coming off. Right, this fella we can do with the torque wrench. So we'll give you 85 foot-pounds of pressure, or torque rather. Right, one drop link replaced. Now I've got to see if we can get these bushes, the bush off. All good fun. Don't forget to put the height sensor back. Just pushes on to the little mounting point here. There you go, all done.